Along, everyone's been asking me a lot of questions about my 7-day water fast, so I wanted to do a quick video. I'm here at the Mandarin Oriental in Kuala Lumpur, KLCC, and my very good mate Tajul is doing the video for us today. So thumbs up, thanks Tajul. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you know a little bit about what the experience is that I faced during this 7-day water fast. But first, I think you need to understand what is the logic or what is the reason why I did a 7-day water fast. So the reason I did a 7-day water fast is a few different reasons. Number one is, of course, the obvious reason is feeling fat. You know, so you want to lose a bit of weight. I feel very bloated. I felt as though I was overeating a lot. I have terrible sugar cravings. So one of the really big issues that I faced over the last year or two is continual cravings for sugar, and I thought that the only way of getting rid of the sugar cravings would be to actually stop and reset my my metabolism, reset my clock by doing a 7-day water fast. This is the single hardest thing I've ever experienced in my life. Many people have commented and asked me questions about the 7-day water fast. And they've been asking questions like, so tell me, what do I need to buy? How much does it cost? What are the supplements? And things like that. And I just said, well, come on guys, it's a water fast. So if you, I mean, every day I took some vitamins and a few other things which I'm going to tell you about shortly. But the reality is this is a water fast. This is the cheapest diet a human being can go on, because you can just take water straight from the tap. You can also get mineral water from the shop, but it's up to you guys. So number one is I've got a few things that I wanted to talk about. So number one is when I was preparing for the water fast, I read a lot about the lack of sodium and the lack of salt in your body. So I went out and I bought some sea salt from the local supermarket, and then what I did is every day I would mix a teaspoon of sea salt into my water in the morning, so that would give me the sodium and into my body and allow me to get through the day and not become too dehydrated. So what was really interesting is then also the other two things which I did every day is I took apple cider vinegar. So apple cider vinegar is actually an amazing thing. So what apple cider vinegar did, and the reason why I took it, is because apple cider vinegar got rid of my hunger pains and my hunger cravings. So that's the reason I took apple cider vinegar. The next one is I still took my vitamins every morning. So I have my multivitamins, my vitamin E and stuff like that. So I took my vitamins. It's up to you guys whether you take your vitamins every day. But what I did notice, so there's a few interesting things that I noticed when I was doing this water fast. So what was really interesting is that number one is you've got no food in your body. So the first day was amazing. I felt full of energy. I went out and I did an 11.5 kilometer run in the morning. I was like, yeah, I can do this. So, you know, I felt great. Then I went to the gym and I did about an hour's worth of weightlifting, and in the gym I did 300 stomach crunches, and I was feeling really good on day one, and I said, wow, this is amazing. Day two came about. I still felt good on day two. I went out and I came back to the park, did my normal run, and I did I think it was about a 6.5 or 7K run on day two. Still feeling good. By the afternoon on day two, after not having any food in my body for 2 days, that's when I started to feel hungry, guys. So, you know, but it's a mind game. This is all about teaching your mind how to be very strong and get through it. So day two was really amazing. Then day three was interesting. So day three I woke up and I thought, wow, I'm really lacking energy on day three, but still straight to the gym. And I thought I'm going to go out for a run, but my mind was telling me to run, but my body said tak boleh or cannot. Tak boleh is the Malaysian version of cannot. So I thought, cannot. So I went out, but I still, every day I got out there on day 3, I went out and I did a 5K walk around the park at KLCC, and I did a small stint of jogging, but I realized that my body was starting to really fatigue and give up by day 3. What was interesting is still I came in, and every day for the first 3 days I was doing 300 stomach crunches a day, trying to keep very focused on my goal to lose some stomach fat and feel good by the end of the week. What I noticed is at the end of day 3, I really felt I was starting to feel a bit depressed, and I was starting to really come in. The hunger pains were really strong, and all I could think about is I wanted to have some food. My body was depleted. By the end of day 3, pretty much all of the food which you've had stored up is depleted, and now your body goes into what's called starvation mode. So starvation mode is where your body has no glucose and no sugar to use as energy, and it starts to use your body fat, which means you're going into what's called ketosis. So I'm sure everyone's heard about ketosis. It's been very famous over the last couple of years, especially all of these ketosis diets. So that was day 3. That was probably the most difficult time I had was after between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. on day 3. So what I did is to get my mind off the hunger, I actually went to and watched a movie. I can't remember what the movie was called, but I just went into the cinema thinking that if I'm sitting there, at least it'll take my mind off food. What happened next was really interesting, guys, and I've got to tell you about this. So one of the things that happens when you're in your day 3 of your water fast, and now your body is entering ketosis, is the sense of smell and all of your senses become much more vivid. So what was interesting is I was sitting inside of the cinema. This is on the evening of day 3, and as I'm sitting there, the movie started about 10 minutes into the movie, and then this lady sort of rocks in 10 minutes late. She comes and sits down beside me, and she's decided to bring in her dinner into the cinema. So she's opened up a container and she starts eating, and oh my gosh, the smell was just overpowering. I sat there for about 5 minutes thinking, oh my god, this can't be right. I can't have this vivid smell going on. But I did, guys. So what I did is after about 5 minutes, I thought I started feeling a bit nauseous, and I thought I can't take this anymore. So I went and sat down the front of the cinema and ended up watching the rest of it. And then I went back. Now, one of the things that I haven't told you about yet is during the fasting period, is your mind is always playing tricks on you. Your mind is very powerful, and it's always telling you to eat because you're over hungry. So what was interesting is I did a lot of I do a lot of meditation. So every day I was doing about 1 hour of meditation, and that was purely to try and train my mind that I could get through every day without eating, and I could drink. So what are the things that I took every day? So just recapping. So I added sea salt to my water, which gave me the sodium. I still took my vitamins every morning. I took apple cider vinegar. Now this is really hardcore. I took the apple cider vinegar straight from the bottle and had 2 big spoonfuls. Whenever I started to get hungry, I'd have this apple cider vinegar, and that would sort of get rid of my hunger pains, which was really interesting. So what was really cool is the outcome of doing this 7-day water fast is all of your face will clear up, your breathing will get better because there's no dairy in your body anymore. And what was interesting is day 4. So I've talked about day 3. Day 4 was really interesting. That's when I knew my body was in full ketosis, because I went out and I got one of the testing strips, the ketosis testing strips, and it was full on bright purple, which means that my body was in full ketosis. There was no glucose, there was no sugar left in my body, and now my body was in full ketosis, and I was burning fat, and that was my goal by doing this 7-day water fast. So I felt really awesome. So the next 3 days, so day 4 until day 7, actually your food, your hunger pains diminish. Fatigue is still there, so you're not feeling strong because you haven't got any food in you or energy which you're burning. But what happens is your hunger actually decreases over the next 2 days. So day 5, there was a bit less hunger. Day 6 and day 7, I wasn't getting hungry until about 6 o'clock in the afternoon, or about 7 o'clock in the afternoon. So that was awesome. Now what I did is, this is not for everyone, but I exercise, as many people know, they watch me on Facebook under KLCC Runners Group. We're the largest running community in Malaysia with about 35,000 members. Now, people that watch me on Facebook know that I exercise every day. So I tend to run about 200 to 250 kilometers a month on average. I spend about an hour to an hour and a half in the gym most days, which include doing weights, including stretching, including stomach exercises and stuff like that. And what was really interesting, and like I said, this is not for everyone, guys, but every day my routine was get out there, do a run or do a walk or do a slow jog around the park every day. So in the 7 days, I totaled more than 55 kilometers around the park, which was pretty cool. Every day I still came to the gym, but was doing either light weights or just doing my stomach exercises and some stretching every day. So I really toned down my weights because my energy levels had dropped a lot. But like I said, by day 6 and day 7, the energy level starts coming back. I started feeling a lot stronger, and I think that's because my body's in full-on ketosis, and being in ketosis, you're burning your fat for your fuel, which is incredible and a really exciting thing. So what was really interesting, guys, so what was the result of this big effort that I took, the 7-day water fast? So when I started out, I've got a picture which I'm going to show you. When I started out, I weighed in at 92 kg, 92 kilograms. Now, what is the result? After only 7 days of water fast, I weighed in at 83. I can't remember. I think it was more weight loss. So what was interesting is at the beginning I was 92 kg. At the end of it, I had lost 8.4 kilograms. That's 8.4 kilograms in only 7 days. Now, what was interesting? Now, let's track back a little bit. Day 3 and day 5, I actually went and I went to the specialist, and I said, I want to get rid of the toxins out of my belly, and I want to get clean. And there was a recommendation that I should go for a colon hydrotherapy. So what I did is I did that on Wednesday, and I did that at the end of the week. So that was quite amazing. So, dude, that was really uncool. Okay, time to relax, guys. So after the 7-day water fast. So I think I've told you all about, all of the experiences that I had with the 7-day water fast. So one of the things that many people have been asking is, what was my meal when I broke my water fast? So again, doing a lot of research online, I thought I want to be very careful what I eat because you haven't put any food in your body for a full 7 days. So what I went out, I bought some chicken and mushroom soup. Ooh. And I cooked up a chicken and mushroom soup and had that at home. And to be honest, even that was at about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. So that was after a full 7-day fast. And I had about half a bowl of the chicken soup, and I actually felt full. So then I went to sleep. What happened the next day after my water fast, guys, is really cool. I woke up in the morning going, yee, I finished my water fast, now I can eat. And to be honest, that was the last thing I wanted. I wasn't hungry at all. So the first day after the water fast, my gosh, my body was telling me I don't need food anymore. So actually I didn't get hungry until about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And again, I went and I had a little bit of Greek yogurt, had some more of the chicken soup, had some water, and had a great night's sleep. So there you go, guys. So anyone can do the 7-day water fast, but it takes a lot of mind power. It takes a lot of stomach power because you're not eating any food. So good luck, guys, and I really hope that everybody can get a great benefit out of seeing my video. And look, comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm happy to answer any questions. But I do this because I'm very passionate about health, very passionate about weight loss, and I'm really passionate about helping everybody else, all of the people out there, not only in Malaysia where I live, but all around the world. So guys, feel free to comment below, and I look forward to catching up again very soon. Cheers, guys.